Sabers aren't for kissing, they're for fighting. Hi, everybody. Renegade 67 and or 8 here with some more Let's Play Fate Stay Night Blind. I'm avoiding looking at the titles now. I think I've made a decision that I'm just avoiding looking at the titles. I glanced at that one and I noticed the word buddy, and I'm like, nope. I just feel like I'm avoiding looking at them now. I feel like too many interface spoilers. But anyways, I sit on the porch and look up at the blue sky absent-mindedly. Yeah, so I'm looking up the blue sky absentmindedly. What were we doing? Gosh. Right. We were talking to... Of course, I can look at my comments to remind me what I was doing. Silly renegade. You know, we were just talking to Saber and about how I have the hots for Saber, and Saber's like, that's weird, bro. That's weird, bro. Sabers aren't for fighting, they're for fucking. That's how the Fate French fights makes $1 bajillion nowadays. Waifu. It wouldn't be called waifu wars if they weren't waifus. I'm not like Saber who went to bed already during the day, but I need rest too. It's okay, you can sleep in your shed or whatever. That would be even more awkward though. Don't do that when Saber's around. She already is making a... she's already, you know, meeting you halfway by sleeping in the room next to you instead of the room with you, so don't screw that up for her by sleeping in the shed. Even though my nausea has gone away, I still feel terrible. On top of that, my shoulders are heavy from all the unexpected developments. Whew! I take a deep breath and look over the yard. Is that a yard? Looks like yellow grass. Weird. I've heard what I needed to hear, but the fact that I still don't know anything doesn't change. My senpai is a magus, and official master Tosaka is... My senpai. Is she your senpai? You're the same age. Well, I guess now that... Oh, okay, that's fair. My senpai as a magus, not my senpai as a magus. I guess I shouldn't have inferred the comment that wasn't there. And official master Tosaka is...
ねえ、余ってるクッションとかない？あと、ビーカーと分度器。
Well, she's back. Interesting, this is our first time really casually seeing her in those red clothes. I do like them. Just the casual red clothes, not like the fancy red outfit over her school clothes. I like that outfit. Also, I said this post last stream, which was kind of silly of me because I should probably say this when I'm recording. My opinion of Rin, I think, is fluctuating up in the upwards direction. I'll say this. I really am starting to like Shiro and Rin's chemistry. Okay, let's put it like this. I don't know if I think Rin is at all close to best girl in my opinion, but I'm really starting to like Shiro and Rin's chemistry. So I sort of like them, the idea of them as a couple at the moment. But I think she's moved up for a bit for me, so maybe she's above Saber now, so now Saber is worst girl? What? New worst girl. It's not the battle for best girl, it's the battle for worst girl. Anyways, do you have an extra cushion? And a beaker and a protractor? Is intently searching my house for things. Just don't steal them. Only borrow them, please. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you're looking for weaknesses for when we start fighting again, but I know that you're too blunt for that. Is blunt the right word? I mean, you're blunt in a different way than Shiro is blunt, so I should think of, hey, a blunt beacon. I should think of a different word to use for Shiro and Rin, because they're both, I want to say blunt, but I feel like there needs to be a different word. Rin's not like the nicest person. Is somewhat fucked up in the head, but the chemistry between Shiro and Rin is out of this world. Yep. You can take the cushion in the next room. But a normal household doesn't have beakers nor protractors. A Magi's household should. Or a scientist's. Magicians really are just fancy scientists. It depends on the universe. But also, so are we going to talk yet about how what the solution is for Sakura and Fujimura? But mostly Sakura. What's the deal? Are you just going to hide? Do we have a lie? Do you have a lie yet? I don't know if you think ahead that far in advance. I feel like you would at least think that far in advance, though. I mean, come on, what's your lie? Can we talk about this, please?
は？信じられない。魔術師なら実験用具ぐらい置いておくものよ。
I can't believe it. Omega should always keep experimental tools around. E. Or should I say E or should it be E? Are you speaking in English or Japanese, Inutai Hanyu? Leaving that complaint, she goes back to the outbuilding. Excuse me. She goes back to the outbuilding busily. Okay, I skipped that by accident. I guess she's serious. I guess it has already been decided that Tosaka's gonna stay at my place. Forever and ever. She's already the waifu. She's Shiro's waifu, though, not my what? Hashtag not my waifu. My waifu is still Ilya slash Neko-chan slash Sakura slash Ayako. I don't know. Too many choices. When I went over there earlier, there was a sign that said, "Remodeling in progress, do not enter," on the door of the best room in there. The best room? Which one's the best room? Is the best room the one that... Is somebody already taking the best room? Is Sakura or Fujimura getting their room taken? Like, what's happening here?
別棟なら遠いし問題はないよな。
Yeah, that outbuilding's pretty far away, so there's no problem. So, okay, this outbuilding, if I understand correctly, Otoko is second best Goyle? Otoko? I don't know if I know what you're talking about. Otoko? Did you typo? Are you talking on your phone again? Anyways, I think, okay, so is the outbuilding, like, there's like the main building, obviously, and then there's the building to the left of the building that looks a little whiter. It doesn't have any brown on it, and it's just more white. Is that the outbuilding? In which case, when Shiro is saying, so there's no problem, is the idea that we hope that Rin will just never run into Sakura and Fujimura? Because I think there's a pretty fat chance of that. Oh, is it Neko's real name? If they've mentioned that, I would have no way of checking. I don't know. All I can think of is Neko. They might have mentioned that her name is Otoko. But I can't check because she's not in my config menu. She's not important enough to have her own thing. Anyways. The outbuilding's pretty far away, so there's no problem. Wise fool, if they're spoilers, why aren't you banning them for life? I'm just kidding. I know you can't. You don't have that power because they freaking gimp moderators. Like on YouTube and Twitch, like if you make them a moderator, you're doing it for a reason. Come on. She likes Neko, so it's okay. Oh, it's okay to talk about spoilers as long as their spoilers are like? That's not true at all. In fact, if anything, it's the opposite. If it's a spoiler that I'm going to like, then you're ruining the thing I like. At least if it's a spoiler I don't like, then you're doing it... Well, I mean, I don't know if there's any way to do that, but I don't know. I'm not saying it's okay to spoil things that I won't like, but you won't know what I won't like, unless you know me pretty well. But you shouldn't... But the point is... I got it. It's Neko-chan, though. The point is, Neko is the best girl. I think we've all come to agreement now. My chat has finally come to agree with one of my opinions. Anyways, the outbuilding's pretty far away, so there's no problem. Just having Saber around causes some tension, so if Tosaka was near me too, I wouldn't get any peace. Oh, so you're not at all talking about how you're going to deal with Sakura and Rin. I mean, nope. Oh, this time I confused Rin with frickin' Fujimura. Why do I keep doing that? Sakura and Fujimura! Knowing Neko's name doesn't impact the story? Wise fool, you're being extremely light on spoilers. How do I know that? What if Neko-chan is the secret final 7th master? I don't know. I mean, she probably would have gotten a sprite, but I don't know. In my heart, she's the final master, and we become all of the giggity and get the most babies. Anyways, so if Tosaka was near me too, I wouldn't get any peace. I wouldn't even get 1 day of peace. Yu-Gi-Oh! References. There's some distance between us, even if we are connected by a hallway. It's just like a house next door, so nothing should happen unless I go there myself. Nothing should happen? Oh, that's right, because you have the Hotspur, of course. We're already sort of on the Rin route. Knowing her name doesn't indicate anything of her master status. Okay, gosh. I suppose, but what if it's like... What if she's secretly Amato or something? Wait, that's her first name, not her last name. What if she's secretly like... Honestly, a first name doesn't mean jack shit, generally. Though sometimes it does. What if it was like, plot twist, she was involved in Fate Zero and her name is important because it's going to be brought up? I mean, I know, because I've watched Fate Zero that it doesn't, but still, I'm trying to find reasons to get mad at you. How do you mix up Taiga and Sakura? I didn't mix up Taiga and Sakura. I mixed up Rin and Taiga. Big difference. I said Sakura this time. I mixed up Rin and Taiga. Therefore, you're the one mixing up Rin and Sakura. Haha. It's only Impact Funny Scene in next game. Next game? What next game? Fate Zero is the next game, and it's not even a game, it's an anime. Nothing should happen unless I go there myself. Oh, but we see each other at meals. And we only have the one bath, so we'll have to decide how to use it. Now, thinking about that, Saber's a girl too, so... and we're onto this, of course. We only have the one bath, so we'll have to decide how to use it. No, thinking about that, Saber's a girl too, so... You can just have all the females get baths together, and we just need to get the man's nut, and then we get to watch everybody! Everybody naked!
ってバカ。何考えてんだ俺は。
Idiot, what am I thinking? What are you thinking? Are you not as chivalrous as you appear? Maybe you're a closet pervert, but you're not fully chivalrous? Shaking my head, I lie down in the corridor. So, were you actually thinking about peeking on her? So, you refuse to sleep in the same room as her. You refuse to sleep while she's there, as in she'd be looking at you while you sleep. But you considered at least temporarily peeking on her while she was in the bath? That sounds kind of silly. Sex! Yeah. Phew. I sigh once again and stare up at the sky. Maybe I'm tired, but doing all this makes me sleepy. Maybe I'll just pass out outside and completely ruin Saber's plan right on the middle of the Grail.
もうどうにでも。
Of course I have a dirty mind, Inu Hanyu. Like, that's what the I in Renegade stands for. It stands for dirty, just in Japanese. Didn't you know? Yep, that's logic. Man, just... do what you like. Becoming desperate, I close my eyes. Oh, wait, you close your eyes? You are gonna sleep in the middle of nowhere? Gosh dang it! Sometimes my breaks don't work fine with spoilers. Try not to say important stuff. Yeah, okay, so just on YouTube, I don't mind as much because Wiseful is filtering the spoilers for me anyways. On Twitch, it matters because I'm looking at the chat more, so like, even minor spoilers are a no-no. But on YouTube, you can be a little more blah because I won't be reading them immediately anyways. Wiseful using my term. I feel so honored. Debatable spoilers. Maybe if I was super cool, that would spread into the multiverse, and then everybody would use it. There is some timeline where I coined debatable spoilers, and then that's the term every YouTuber everywhere uses. But I don't think this is that timeline. Maybe that comment helped. Which comment? I fall asleep the moment I close my eyes. That's bad! Saber wants you to fall asleep in the next room! You fucker, you actually fell asleep in the outside? What the fuck? How am I Goku? I resent that! I'm way smarter than Goku. I do like food like Goku. Goku's not a pervert. He doesn't even know what sex is. There's like a joke in Super or whatever where he doesn't even know what sex is. Pick a different Goku. Maybe I'm Goku. Like which? By what? I'm curious actually. Inu Hanyu, by what merit am I Goku? I want to fight you. I'll fight this. Gosh, Goku. Don't even like Goku very much as a protagonist, except when he was a kid. He was fun when he was a kid. I liked him in Dragon Ball, but I feel like him as an adult, I don't know. He never jived with me. I'm like, you shouldn't be that stupid anymore. Come on. Can't you get a little more intelligence points? Your perv level is over 9,000. Okay, if that's what you're saying, I will agree to the funny joke and that is funny. Very well, I accept my perv level. Okay. I don't know if I'd call Vegeta a pro tag. I think Gohan was Goku was the pro tag, but Gohan became the pro tag, but then Toriyama was like, writing for a passive pro tag is hard, and switched it. The problem is Gohan shouldn't have stayed passive anymore. I don't know, I could get into this whole thing about how Gohan in the Buu Saga and where he should have gone after the Cell Saga, but people have already talked about it, and probably they've articulated the points better than I would. But, yeah. Anyways, later, Saber, Tosaka, and I are in the living room, and we're not even going to talk about that point where I casually slept out in the middle of nowhere. Okay. I just woke up. Saber was in the living room. Is she mad with me? She should be. And Tosaka just finished her remodeling. Oh, is the inside of her room all red and stuff? I would think so. By the way, this was the guest room a few hours ago. Oh, this is before the remodeling. Oh, this is the guest room. Okay, it looks kind of nice. This is our first time seeing it. Now that we've seen it, does that mean we get to see the steamy sex scene? I feel like I heard, like, when I was looking into downloading this, because I downloaded the remake version, right? Like, I forget, but there's, like, multiple versions, and there are some versions with sex scenes, I think. Or some, like, really dirty scenes. I don't know if they're sex scenes, but I feel like I read something about that somewhere. I don't know how dirty they get. And I don't remember if I got the version that's super dirty, because there's, like, different levels of dirty depending on the version and the remake, but... No, it's okay. We don't want something too steamy that it hurts Twitch's TOS. So hopefully I didn't get the one with sex scenes if there are sex scenes. It'd be weird if there were sex scenes though, because they're all like teenagers. It's probably just making out. It's probably just making out. Does it go any further? I don't know. Anyways, this was the guest room a few hours ago. It's okay. I can always imagine the sex scenes in my head. This was the guest room a few hours ago. And now... Shiro, how do you use the air conditioner? Does our house even have an air conditioner? The scene I saw when I was called was... this. Oh, okay, it's got a few more implements. It's not a huge overhaul. I was expecting something major. You can ignore the... You can ignore. I love that. I want to coin that as a term now. How did you type that? Oh, I see. 9 and I on the keyboard are pretty close. So you meant to say ignore. But, 9 ignore. That's fucking great. I don't know what version you have, but if you have some version, there are options that censor stuff. It's only real to know it's already pre-censored. Okay, good. Okay, so the steamy sex scenes shouldn't be too much for Twitch's deal. Anyways, CNSI was called was this. Man. How can I put this? I think I may have allied with a terrible person. Is this version fine, Inuhanyu? Or is this version fine, you know? It's fine, alright. You know, I'm making that sound with your mouth that you make. Ew, that's like the sexual sound. Anyways. I think I may have allied with a terrible person. Why? They didn't change that much. I was expecting more of a change. Wait, what part does Rin resent? Oh, the fact that she's a terrible person. Right. I can't calm down. These two are complete outsiders. Well, learn to make them insiders. It'd be probably more easy to make them insiders if Sakura Fujimura were here. By the way, Rin, what are you going to do when Sakura shows up and you're living here? What is your plan? I rarely have guests at this house, so that must make the situation even stranger. No, first of all, somewhat about the censored version, because it censors more than just some scenes, sometimes changes the story and characters' actions. Oh, well that sounds kind of odd. So we're playing the non-canon version that doesn't have the steamy sex scenes, but doesn't also have the, I don't know. First of all, rip steamy sex scenes. No, it's okay. I can always look them up on YouTube afterwards. I mean, what? The appearance of these two don't really fit this Japanese-style house. It's all canon. Even it's right. That's right. Multiple pathways. We just have to be in all the pathways that don't have the super steamy scenes. The appearance of these two don't really fit this Japanese-style house. Ellipses. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. Even though we're all in the living room, all of us staying quiet like this is not good for my mental well-being. Is anyone going to make food? Are we eating? I don't know. Like, Saber probably would... Actually, Saber servants usually wouldn't eat, I guess. But this would help now to replenish your energy, I suppose? Or would it exert energy? Because you exert energy by eating. That takes energy. But maybe they gain back energy? I think... Well, actually, did Archer say something at some point about how they do actually eat and drink to gain energy, but it's not much? Maybe? I don't know.
二人とも少しいいか。今後のことで話をしておきたいんだけど。
Ren's blushing. If you two don't mind, I'd like to talk about what to do from now on. In what way? You mean about Sakura and Fujiwara?
ちょっと待って。その前に一つ決めておきたいんだけど、いいかしら。
Hold on, I want to decide on something before that, alright?
いいけど、なんだよ。
Sure, what is it?
何って夕食のことよ。シロ、ずっと一人暮らしだったのよね。
About dinner, Shiro, you live alone, right? Uh-huh, and Shiro typically makes his own meals, or has Sakura make the meals for him, which, do you even know about that, Rin? I mean, does she know about that? Because Shiro was trying to hide that from Shinji, right? Hide the fact that Sakura was coming over. So would Rin's like Sakura's good friend, right? But would Rin actually know that? How much does she know about their friendship? I'm not sure. But also, Rin, you live alone too, so do you typically make your own dinner? I've never thought of you as someone who makes food. Do you typically go to fancy restaurants and just buy your food because you inherited a bunch of money from your pops?
まあそういうことになるけど。
That's kind of a lie. Well, yeah, but also no. I kind of have two girls with me most of the time.
なら食事は自分で作ってきたのよね。
Then you have cooked for yourself, right? Oh shit, Rin wants to eat my cooking. Soon she'll want to eat more than just my cooking. Gosh, I could... That's the sound. That's the sexual sound.
そりゃ作るだろう。食べなくちゃ腹減るんだから。
Going forward is the shorthand for sex. Anyways, although you could argue it's two syllables where sex is just one, therefore it's long form. I must now rethink everything I've learned in life. Anyways, of course, I'll get hungry if I don't eat.
さ、なら提案なんだけど、夕食の当番は交代制にしない？これからしばらく一緒に暮らすんだし、その方が助かるでしょ？
Interesting. So you have made your own meals. Huh. And they tend to be more traditionally... Well, wait, no, you have a more Western house, that's right. So, right, and how did it go? Right, Shiro was good at Japanese. Sakura, that's right, Sakura lives near Rin. Sakura and Shinji, I believe, live near Rin, so Sakura has a more Western style, similar to Rin's, I would guess. I see, then I have a proposal. How about we take turns preparing dinner? We'll be living together for a while, so that should be helpful, right? But also, I wonder, I never thought of you as the kind to make your own dinners, but... And what about when Sakura shows up? I can't believe we still haven't talked about that.
確かにそうだな。ついいつもの調子で考えてたけど、遠坂がうちで暮らすなら家族と同じだ。飯ぐらい作るのは当たり前だし、俺も楽でいいや。
You're just like family. You're right. I was thinking of continuing as usual, but if you're gonna be living here, you're just like family. It's normal for you to cook, and it'll be easier on me, too.
決まりね。じゃあ今日はシロが当番ってことで。
It's decided. So let's say it's Shiro's turn today. Because you really wanna eat my food. You're thirsty. You're hungry. But yeah, so it's not just me and you, though. It's... Because wasn't Sakura only not gonna be here for like the weekend or something, and then she's coming back on the week? What about when she shows up? Why have we not talked about... I guess maybe Rin doesn't know, but Shiro knows. Okay, you know what? If Rin doesn't know, that's kind of fair. If Rin doesn't know, that's kind of fair. But Shiro would know, and Shiro's stupid, so maybe that's why he hasn't brought it up? I'm not sure, because maybe Rin doesn't know about Shiro's relationship with Sakura. Therefore, I've been thinking this whole time, I'd forgotten that Shiro and Sakura's relationship was sort of secretive and that Shinji didn't know, so I guess people in general didn't know. So Shiro's the dumb one. I shouldn't be blaming Rin for this. For this past while, I've been blaming Rin for not even coming up with a lie for Sakura, but now that I think about it more, I think this is more falls just on Shiro's shoulders as him being the idiot. because I don't think Rin knows, and we're not telling her, so she's likely going to be blindsided, and there's going to be an awkward moment, and it's going to be funny, and Shiro's like, oh, how could I forget? Da-doing! I'm surprised that Rin didn't react to "you're just like family" at all. I wonder what word Shiro used in Japanese, because I would think that's kind of personal, at least in English. I wonder if he used nakama. We're nakama now. Nakama's even better than the word friends. It's not a matter of censoring versus non-censoring. Things are changed to fit more or less. The changes are personal preference. But I like Real Tenua, the all ages version. You're reading here. I like Real Tenua, the all ages version. You're reading here. Better anime adaptations are partially based on both and original depending on the anime. The grand debate. I think I sort of parsed that comment. There was a couple typos in there, but I think I get the gist. What's my favorite type of food? Pasta, noodles, mostly, of any kind. I'm also a big fan of chocolate plus peanut butter together. So Reese's Pieces, Reese's Cups, chocolate peanut butter ice cream. Never had chocolate peanut butter noodles. I will say I've never put my two favorite things together before. But if I took my favorite foods, it'd be noodles, mostly of any kind. I just love noodles. And any kind of combination of chocolate and peanut butter. So let's say it's Shiro's turn today.
もうこんな時間だし、作戦会議は食べてからにしよう。
It's late already, so let's have our meeting after dinner.
いや、夕飯が交代制なのはいいけど、朝飯はどうするんだ？朝飯も交代制か？
Well, I don't mind taking turns for dinner, but what are we going to do about breakfast? Will we be taking turns too?
ああ、朝はいいのよ。私食べないから。
Oh, breakfast's fine. I don't eat breakfast. What, you just drink coffee in the morning? See, gosh, I've said this before. I forget where I said this, but like, frickin', you know, the older you get, once you get into like maybe high school, you get a job, you just start skipping breakfast and just start drinking tea and coffee in the morning, you know. It's like, even though it's like breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and so many people just say, fuck it, let's skip. So you're too Inu Hanyu? Pasta's also your fave? Nice. Wise fool. You also just don't do breakfast. I just eat when I eat. I don't think too much about what time of day it is, honestly. I don't think, oh, I'm only allowed to have cereal in the morning. I'm only allowed to have hot dogs for lunch. I stopped thinking like that a while ago. I just eat something, whatever I'm in the mood for, at whatever. I don't even really categorize it. I've stopped categorizing it into breakfast, lunch, dinner at this point. I don't really eat 3 times a day, usually. I generally just eat twice. I usually just have 2 meals. One towards the beginning-ish and one towards the end-ish. Whether you want to say that means I'm skipping lunch or I'm skipping breakfast, maybe I'm skipping dinner, I don't know. But I generally only have like 2 meals. And maybe a few snacks, depending on the day. But people think I'm weird because I don't like cheese. Like grated cheese? I used to never put cheese on my spaghetti, but now I sometimes grate cheese on my spaghetti. I've kind of grown to like cheddar on the spaghetti a bit. Takes me like 3 hours to get hungry. I'm also never hungry immediately. Usually it takes me a couple hours, yeah. Cook 2 sausage patties and 3 eggs with toast. That sounds like such a breakfast meal. See, I'd probably never do a meal like that for breakfast. Hell, usually when I do eat cereal, I usually eat it as my second meal of the day. I just tend to ignore the classifications of breakfast, lunch, dinner at this point. Food is too good to ignore. Breakfast, fine. I don't eat breakfast. Okay, gosh, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's play the visual novel a bit. Food!
なんだそりゃ。勝手なこと言うな。朝飯ぐらい食べないと大きくなれないぞ。
What's that? Don't be ridiculous. You won't grow if you don't eat breakfast. Oh, gosh, don't be mean, Shiro. She's trying to watch her figure. She's trying to get slim, you know. She only eats 2 meals a day. She'll get slim and look more attractive for all the boys to ogle her. Not that she's interested in any of the boys, just that she wants to be the best at anything. She wants to be the best at being the most ogleable, even if she's not interested in any of the boys. She's just that proud. Except she's interested in me, of course, because main character powers.
余計なお世話よ。人の生活スタイルに口を挟まないでちょうだい。
You won't grow, or you won't get fat. The eternal debate. That's the real debate. That's the real grand debate. Mind your own business. Don't come into my lifestyle. The food stay night.
とにかく今日の夕食はシローが作るの。ちゃんとした食べ物を出さないと話なんてしないからね。
Anyway, you'll be preparing dinner. I won't talk unless you cook something good, okay? Well, I guess so. Tosaka glares at me irritably, because she's trying to watch her figure, I guess, so that I'll look at her, especially me now. She wants me especially to look at her.
分かったよ。勝手に作るけど、セイバーも飯は食うんだろ？
Alright, I'll make something. Saber, you're eating too, right?
用意してもらえるのでしたらぜひ。食事は重要な活力源ですから。
Okay, so it is helpful. Certainly, if you'll prepare some for me, food is an important source of energy. And Rin looks away like, you don't need to feed your servants. Servants are for fighting, not for eating. They're for fighting, not for fucking. They're for fighting, not for peopling. You don't people your servants.
了解。それじゃおとなしくしてろよ、二人とも。
Yokai! Alright, then be good, you two. That's unusual. Usually you don't say yokai in that context. Yokai is generally more of a Roger Roger situation, where you would say it over the radio. Then again, saying Roger Roger is something you can do in real life, so I guess he's being kind of jovial, being like yokai. Also, I was confused the first time I heard yokai, because I thought it was yokai. You know, like the word yokai, kind of like that, you know, the word for demon, where you spell it Y-O-Kai, but it's not, it's yokai. It's spelled Y-R-Y-O. It's ryo. It sounds a lot. It confused the fuck out of me at first because I was looking at up different words of yokai to find what the word was, but nope, there was no. It's ryokai, not yokai, but it's you generally hear it as yokai, which is different than yokai. There's yokai and yokai. Can you tell the difference? All right then, be good, you two. I grab the apron and go to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients in the refrigerator. The interesting thing about R is using R words versus using R words with the Y. If you do ra, ri, ru, re, ro, that's the English pronunciation. In Japanese, it'd be ra, ri, ru, re, ro. It's got like a D sound. It sort of mixes the R with the D. But when you add the Y in, the R almost becomes silent. I mean, not completely, because there is yokai, there's ya, you, yo, but there's also ya, you, yo, where it sounds, it's like, it's kind of a deeper y. It's not even an R anymore. It's interesting. Anyways, I grab the apron and go to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients. I mean, duh, you would normally have Sakura and Fujimura, so it's kind of convenient that neither of them are here right now. Very convenient timing. Convenient stay night. I started cooking rice when I woke up, so it should be done in about half an hour. I glance at Tosaka and Saber from the kitchen. What? They look like they prefer Western meals over Japanese food? Shira goes against gender norms. He is the housewife. Well, I mean, you know, to a certain extent. I mean, it seemed like Sakura also really wanted to be the housewife, and Rin still does cook meals, so... I mean, yes, there is the stereotype of, oh, women are in the kitchen. But more recently, there's been the stereotype of, women suck in the kitchen. Isn't that funny? Because women are supposed to be good, so instead women suck, and guys are the ones who are good? And I'm starting to get sick of that stereotype. So this is refreshing to me. The fact that, you know, Sakura is good at cooking. Rin apparently can cook too, even if Shiro can cook. So, you know, best of both worlds. Everybody can cook. Nobody's terrible. Except for Fujimura, I guess. But that's not a gender stereotype. That's a Fujimura fighty girl tomboy stereotype, I suppose. They look like they prefer Western meals over Japanese food. Speaking of stereotypes... Oh, Shiro, you just love the stereotype all the time. I don't know if Rin would want Western food. She tends to eat Western food, so I think she'd probably like a change of pace if you made her Japanese food, would be my guess. It's unlikely that Saber, Little, and Tosaka will understand the taste of tofu and natto. Understand? What do you mean, understand? What's to understand? You eat it, and either you like it or you don't? They'll probably not understand the finer taste of this food. I'm not gonna waste my efforts cooking a fancy Japanese food if they won't even like it. Ugh. Ugh.
いや、そもそも箸を持てないんじゃないかな。
More importantly, Saber might not be able to use chopsticks. That's so rude. You could fucking ask her. She's a servant. She's not an American. I ponder this for a second, but I can't help it. There's only a limited range of dishes I can make with what's in the fridge. Just make something Japanese. Maybe they'll like it for a change, and if they're used to it, then they probably like it. Try something crazy. It's, usually weird is good. At least if you ask me, it's nice to have, something steady that you're used to having, but weird is good. Whenever you can get a chance to do weird, do weird! Anyway, there's some tofu. After thinking for a bit, I decided to make some deep-fried tofu. For soup, I'll make miso soup with seaweed and tofu. Wait, you make deep-fried tofu, but also have soup that has tofu in it. That seems like a bit of a tofu overflow. But okay, you are making Japanese, that's good. I have some chicken, so I'll make teriyaki out of it and make that the main dish. Haha, teriyaki, that's funny because that's like a thing we do in the West. But it actually did come from Japan first. Because teriyaki is spelt with kanji, not katakana. If it's spelled with katakana, that makes it an import word, but since it's spelled with kanji, that means it's a natively Japanese. Also, it looks like a Japanese word. Teriyaki, it's just teriyaki. So, yeah, it's actually a Japanese food, not a Western food. Plot twist. I drain the water off the tofu, season the chicken, and cut the Japanese white radish while I'm at it to make salad. I grate the white radish, cook some green peppers.
今後の方針は決まっているのですか、リン。
Are your plans from now on determined, Rin? You work with us till you beat Berserker, then you kill us after you learning all our secrets?
さあ、情報がないから何とも言えないけど、とりあえずは他のマスターを探し出すことが先決かな。
Who knows? I can't say much since I don't have any information, but I think it's most important to find out about the other masters. Again, though, I don't think her long-term plans would be determined. I don't think she thinks long-term. I just don't think it's something she thinks about. She's very much seems like the short-term person. I don't have a Grail War wish. I'll think about it when I get there. For now, let's just do what we do. Working with Shiro wasn't even on her mind, and then Berserker showed up. I'll work with Shiro for now, and she's very spontaneous. I think we've talked about this. Yeah, she's more of a speed chess master, thinking as she goes, where Ilya seems more to plan everything out in advance and learn as much as she can. Which is better? Well, it's good. The best of both worlds is when you're good at both. But improv is very important in a war like this, but if all you do is improv, that sounds like a recipe for disaster.
残るマスターはあと4人。こっちがマスターだって知られずに探し出したいけど、さすがにうまくはいかないわよね。
Okay, you at least have some kind of plan. There are 4 more masters. I want to search for them without them realizing I'm a master, but it probably won't go perfectly. I told them to be good, so what's with that dangerous conversation? What, they're being good by having a conversation about the Grail War, which is important. That's what being good is. That's being practical and efficient, unless you want to change your definition of what you mean by good. Can't they see that I'm busy making dinner for the 3 of us? No, they aren't even looking. What? So you think being good just means focusing on you? You think you're the center of the universe just because you're the protagonist of this visual novel? You know, it didn't start with you, right? We started with Rin. Maybe she's the real center of the universe and you're secretly the square. What? The square of the universe. Shiro Emiya.
遠坂、4人じゃないぞ、5人だろ。マスターだって分かっているのは俺とお前しかいないじゃないか。
Tosaka, not 4, 5. The only masters we know are you and me. Well, I mean, you know Ilya. Heck, Rin... well, okay, that's why. You don't think you really know Ilya. But Rin does, because she heard the name Einsberg. And that's a really popular Magi name, so Rin probably knows a decent amount of details about Ilya. I yell, holding the big pot for the deep-fried tofu.
何言ってるのよ。私とシロ、それにイリアスフィールで3人でしょ。あなた、バザカのこともう忘れたの？
What are you talking about? You, me, and Iliasfeel make 3. Did you already forget about Berserker? Did he?
What?
Oh. Oh yeah, that girl's a master too. Girls can't be masters, that's why I was forgetting. No, Rin doesn't count as a girl. What? I thought she was a girl, but she turned out to be not at all like I thought. Therefore, she's not a girl. What? Berserker was so strong that I forgot, but still, I can't believe a girl that small is a master who mercilessly tried to kill us. Ooh boy, yeah, and she enjoyed it too.
どうせね、あなたのことだからイリアスフィールを敵だって認識してなかったんでしょ。それはいいから調理に専念しなさいってば。シロの実力がわからないと私が困るんだから。
I understand, you're you, so I bet you didn't see her as an enemy. It's fine, so concentrate on the cooking. It'll be a problem if I can't judge how good you are at cooking or at being a master. Eh? Or at being like a husbando. Is that you're secretly being a husbando? It'll be a problem if I can't judge how good you are. At being your secret husbando when we beat the Grail War and I become your husbando? Is that your plan? I bet it is. But would you say that? I don't know if you've consciously agreed to the fact that subconsciously you want to bang me. I'm not sure if you're there yet. You definitely subconsciously want it really badly, but I'm not sure if your conscious has come around to understanding that yet. I don't know how my cooking skill affects her. Oh, it does if you become the husbando. If you become her husbando and have to cook for her often, then it matters a lot how good of a cook you are. That's why it matters. What she says is correct. The preparations will be done soon, so I should concentrate on finishing dinner now.
イリアスフィール。バーサーカーのマスターですね。
Iliasville. You must mean Berserker's master. Iliasville. What nationality is that supposed to be? I'm not exactly sure. Iliasville. I can't tell. Is that like a... I know that's more of a Western name, but is it like Western American? I don't think so. Western German, maybe? I'm not sure. By the way, Saber, did you recognize the name Einsburn? How well do you remember your time from Fate Zero, and can you give us any information on that? Then again, Rin probably recognized the name Einsburn, so...
リンは彼女を知っているようでしたが。
Rin, you seem to know her, and you should as well. I mean, maybe you never met her, but you definitely should know of her. I don't remember if you met her, but you should know the last name. I think you know the last name.
まあね、名前ぐらいは知ってる。アインツベルンは何回か聖杯に届きそうになったっていう魔術師の家系だから。
I know her name. Einsburn's a Magus family lineage that has almost made it to the Holy Grail a few times. Oh, almost. Technically, there was no Einsburn in the Fate Zero one, although Kiritsugu was sort of doing it for them, in a way. I'm assuming, though, that Einsburn is one of the big names that probably had a master in most of the Grails. And likely, there was probably some technical reason for why they didn't just use an Einsburn and instead use Kiritsugu as a sub-in. I forget what the technical reason was. There was probably a technical reason. Something like he would have given some of the spoils of war to them or something. I forget what the whole deal was, but eh.
聖杯戦争には慣れているということですね。
It might have been something like if I don't actually remember what the deal was, but it might have been something like if Kiritsugu wins, they say that it was an Einsberg that won for the pride, but Kiritsugu gets the wish. It might have been something like that. So they're well accustomed to the Holy Grail War?
でしょうね。他の連中がどうだか知らないけど、イリアスフィールは最大の障害と見て間違いないわ。本来バーサーカーっていうクラスは力の弱い英雄を強化するものよ。
I would think so. I don't know about the others yet, but I can't be wrong in saying that Iliasville is our biggest obstacle. Usually Berserker is a class chosen to strengthen a weak hero. Because Berserker is stronger than most. Whereas Iliasville seems super freaking strong. Oh, wait, never mind. Weak hero, not weak master. Usually Berserker... I was gonna make a joke about how interesting. So usually Berserker compensates for the weak master, but this time Saber does. But that's not what's happening. Berserker is a class chosen to strengthen a weak hero, but this hero isn't weak. Hey, I'd argue the Fate Zero hero wasn't that weak, but I guess, you know, I suppose by all accounts they weren't naturally as strong as Saber naturally, but not by too much, right? I don't know. Maybe in this universe's lore. And yeah, Batman would be great in the Grail War. Iliasville seems like she's doing a lot of research. She seems, at least so far, kind of Batman-ish. The closest to a Batman-esque. At least as far as prep work goes, not necessarily with personality. Yeah, Batman would be a great heroic spirit. He is a hero, after all. I don't know if I'd call him a superhero. I feel like you need... I don't know. Fight me on this. If you don't have powers, you're not a superhero. You're just a hero. Batman's just a hero. He is not a superhero. Fight me. Berserker is a class usually chosen to strengthen a weak hero, but Hercules is already super strong, so we're kind of fucked. She cheated.
理性を代償にして英霊を強くするんだけど、そういった凶暴化した英雄の制御には莫大な魔力を必要とする。
It takes sanity away as compensation for strengthening the hero, but to control such insane servant requires enormous amounts of magical energy.
例えば、あなたがバーサーカーになったら、
For example, if you became Berserker, ooh, do you not even want to think of that? Because of Fate Zero? The feels.
このように話をすることもできませんね。協力者としての機能を一切排除し、戦闘能力だけを特化させたのがバーサーカーです。
No, I guess
ですが
Saber is
それは手負いの指示を従えるようなもの。
not that
波の魔
emotional.
術師ではまず操れません。
That went on for a while. She's more... She definitely felt a bit more emotional in Fate Zero, but I think it makes sense. That was her first time. Everything was new to her. But this time around, she's done all this once, and she's failed all this once. So it would make sense for her to be a little more cold to everything, and used to everything, but also cold to everything, and not so prone to emotional outbursts, which she was somewhat in Fate Zero. It makes sense. I can see how it flows from one to the other, despite, you know, it's not out of character. It's not out of character. That's called character development. I would not be able to talk like I'm doing right now. Removing all roles as a collaborator and specializing in battle is how Berserker is. But that is like subduing a wounded lion. A normal Magus will not be able to control it. The Maguses always tend to have problems with Berserker, but Eliasfiel seems to be doing fine. His superpower is doing superhuman feats, and the writers being like, no, it's okay, it's his suit. His suit is super strong. He built his suit. Therefore, it's totally normal. His brain is what's super. His brain and his money. It's not a real superpower. Ilya is Batwoman. Devil Girl. Ooh, Devi Woman. Digimon. Ooh, sounds kinky. Where's Angel Woman? Let's have our fight. Is Rin Angel Woman? I don't think she's quite nice enough to be Angel Woman. Then again, you know, Angel Woman did start as a bit of a gray character in Digimon. She didn't always start as, like, the nicest person. So, you know, I could see Rin as sort of the Angel Woman to the Devi Woman. Don't insult the name of Batman. That's okay. I'm not insulting the name of Batman. There's nothing wrong with Bruce Wayne. There's just something wrong with Batman. Best part of Batman is his human side, which writers forget a lot of the times with his, I'm gonna fight Superman, he's so cool, yeah! Yeah, I mean, it really all depends on the writer and the Batman, and, it all depends on which human sides matter. It also depends on the writer, like, what the most... Because Batman has this don't kill rule. However, it's funny how in the recent DC verse, they have this whole thing with, oh, like, Superman actually did kill someone, which makes Batman better, but Batman kills too? That's just weird. I feel like Batman killing generally shouldn't happen, and if it does, it should be after a lot of character development. You shouldn't just jump to it. It should be a lot of character development in a dark timeline. The fact that in Batman v Superman, which I never bothered watching, but I've heard things, the fact they just jumped to Batman killing people without showing the progress and just saying, yeah, this is what happened to Batman over time, I'm not a huge fan of that idea. Like, I can see a Batman killing, but I feel like you need to show the progression into him devolving into madness, and just starting there with your DC, the idea being a DC universe that's going to start here, with Batman already being like this, seems like a very odd choice. Oh, we gotta stop this off topic. That's right, it's a rule in my chat. No off topic. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Anyways, Berserkers. What?
でしょうね。そこいらのマイナーな英霊がバーサーカーになった程度でも波のマスターじゃ制御しきれない。
I'll bet a normal Magus cannot control a Berserker even when some minor hero becomes it. Yeah. So a major hero like Hercules, no wonder he's A++++.
だっていうのに、イリアスフィールは超一流の英霊を召喚して、
Yeah, that's very
そ
scary.
いつをバーサーカーにして完全に支配してた。
Eliasfiel summoned a top-grade hero, made him Berserker, and controlled him completely. But yeah, Batman, that's the thing. Okay, getting back to Batman for just a second, because I wanted to say this. Batman's usually the darkest. Like, if Justice League, Batman's the dark one. Like, he doesn't kill, but, he'll generally use some pretty dark methods to get the job done that others generally wouldn't approve of, generally within the Justice League hierarchy. But, like, he doesn't kill, and that's a line he doesn't cross, which sometimes others will cross, which is a thing, but in general, he's usually supposed to be the dark, gritty one. So it's kind of funny, like, when, like, you know, in the more gritty, realistic superhero movies that they want to tell now, when heroes do kill and he doesn't cross that line, he becomes which is interesting, but then they crossed it for him anyways, and he killed anyways, so, it would have been an interesting subversion with Superman killing and Batman not, but Batman killed anyways. But, if Batman killed, Joker would not be a thing. Depends on the incarnation of Joker, I think. Oh, maybe because Batman Killed is why we got the Jared Leto Joker that people don't like. I've never seen Suicide Squad. I cannot comment, don't have an opinion on it one way or another, but I know the general consensus is that he's not great. I don't know. So wait, how does that work? If the new Joker movie that came out, is that in the same DC continuity as the other Joker? Are we having the 3 Joker theory like from the comics? Or, there was 3 Jokers all along! I've never read comics. I've always just felt, I don't know, the fact that writers change. I like more manga, the idea that it's one writer, so it's a continuing continuity. When writers change throughout comics, I don't know, it's hard to take it seriously for me. But also just in general comics, I mean, you can, if you like comics, it's fine. I have nothing wrong with people that like comics. They've never really been my style. Anyways, Injustice was awesome. Injustice, like the video game, Injustice Gods Among Us, yeah, I would agree with that. I haven't seen Injustice 2, but I do think Injustice 1 was pretty cool. Well, but Ilias Veal summoned a top grade hero, made him berserker, and could control him completely. Alright, we gotta...
マスターとしての能力は次元違いよ、あの子。
We gotta stop, drop, and roll off this Batmobile. Everybody, jump out. Do your rolling motion that you learned in karate, and then we'll all be okay. It's irritating, but her abilities and masters on a completely different level. Bazaka!
同感です。私たちの透明の問題は、その次元違いの相手に狙われていると
I
いう
feel
現
the
状です
same way.
か。
Our current problem is that this exact master is after us. It's scary. We don't want to deal with Bazaka.
うん。私のアーチャーはまだ戦線に出られるほど回復してない。セイバーはどう？もう傷はいいの？
Yeah, my archer hasn't healed enough. From the injury you gave him, hashtag what? To return to battle. How about you, Saber? Is your injury okay now? Considering that you have to pull the work for both of us because Archer's still freaking injured from your injury. But she's not even going to bring that up, though, now that they're teammates, probably. Which is good of her to not bring it up, but also probably she's not even really thinking about it. I doubt she's even thinking about it, to be honest. She's very blunt. At least when it comes to things like this, it seems.
通常の戦闘ならば支障はありませんが、バーサーカーを相手にできるほど回復はしていません。
It'll not be a problem if I'm to fight normally, but I'm not healed enough to fight Bazaka!
バーサーカー戦の傷は完治しているのですが、ランサーから受けた傷には時間がかかるようです。
The injury from the battle against Bazaka is healed, but it will take longer to heal the wound I received from Lancer. Right, Ransa. Ransa? It'll be interesting, to see, like, because we're not going to be telling Rin about the fact that, she's not gaining any power from me at all. So it'll be interesting to see if that ends up biting our partnership in the butt or not, or if Rin will ever catch on, or... I know we're trying to, like, an ideal partnership, we would tell Rin about that, but I know that that's a bad idea. Long term, if we're going to eventually fight Rin, that's a bad idea, so I know why Saber wouldn't want to. But in the short term, to beat Iliasveal, you could argue it's for the best. Rin would definitely think it's for the best, because she would want to know, but I can see why from Saber's perspective, thinking the long game, she wouldn't want to. But just as long as you don't give up the short game for the sake of the long game that you won't get to because you fail the short game is the only potential problem. Also, losing to Rin, Shiro probably wouldn't be killed because Rin is kind of nice about it, kind of. Whereas losing to Iliasveal, Shiro might not be killed, but might be ahead forever, and it might be terrible, and he would have eternal suffering, and that's really bad.
そう。それじゃあやっぱり当面は様子見をするしかないかな。
I see. Then I guess all we can do is wait and see for now.
それについては提案が。アーチャーの目は鷹のそれと聞きます。彼には屋敷の周囲を見張ってもらうというのはどうでしょうか。
I have a suggestion about that. I hear Archer has sharp eyes. Would it be wise to have him keep watch around the house? What do you think on the subject? Wise, considering that your name was just name dropped? Yeah, it's Seba, not Saba. Get it right. What? Oh, you spelled say with a money symbol. Oh, shit. That's right. Seba gives me the money. And money means sex. What? Since when does money mean sex? Since right now. Sex with money means prostitute. Uh-oh. Which one's a prostitute? Well, there you go. Wise agrees. It'd be wise to keep watch with Archer. Therefore, the plan is the surefire. We're going to go forward. I have not really been keeping up with the DC movies at all. But, like, I watched, I mean, I love the heck out of Batman Begins and Dark Knight. Skipped Rises, because I heard things. But, as far as the DC universe in general, I didn't watch Green Lantern because I heard it was bad. I didn't watch Man of Steel because I don't really care about Superman. And then from there, I heard Batman v Superman was and just and I haven't really kept up with any of them. I didn't even watch Wonder Woman. I know I heard that one was good, but I just didn't bother. Wasn't really in the mood for DC. Marvel, for a while, to be fair, for a long time I didn't bother with Marvel. There was too much, I just didn't bother. It was only more recently that I decided, fuck it, and started binging them just because I was bored at one point, and then I got hooked, and I started watching a bunch of them. To be fair, I suppose that could still happen with DC, but, I mean, with all the bad ones. But anyways, back to Marvel. I'm mostly watching them on Netflix, which is why I still have not seen Endgame, nor have I seen Captain Marvel, and if I was living in the US, I would have to get the DC streaming service to watch those, but I'm not. I'm living in Canada. And the DVD stream, sorry, not DC, both of them, DC and Disney, both of those exist in the US, but so far don't exist in Canada. Therefore, their stuff is going to continue to be on Canadian Netflix because streaming laws. Oh yeah, today is the superhero episode, okay? My fault. I brought up Batman, and then we never stopped.
そのつもりよ。あいつには屋根で見張りをさせるから、怪しい奴が近寄ってきたらすぐにわかるわ。この屋敷だって侵入者用の結界が張ってあるんだし、守りは万全でしょうね。
That's what I'm planning to do. I'll have him keep watch on the roof, so we should know right away if someone's strange. Someone's strange, Doctor Strange where? Back on the comics. Let's talk about Doctor Strange. No. I've come to bargain. I freaking love Doctor Strange. That's one of my favorite Marvel movies. Okay, now let's go back on let's really go back on it. If I had to say my favorite of the Marvel movies that I've seen, top three. Random top three off the top of my head. Doctor Strange, Infinity War, and Panic. What's my third one? Iron Man 3? No. Ant-Man. No. Iron Man 3. No. No, I like Ant-Man as a character a lot, but the movie was eh. Is that my opinion on the matter? Anyways. Yeah, let's do that. Doctor Strange, Iron Man 3, Infinity War, top 3, fight me, tier lists. You thought it was Waifu Wars. It's actually Marvel Wars. Anyways. So we should know right away if anyone strange is approaching this place. This house is a boundary field that warns of intruders, so our defenses are perfect. Also, if I had to pick a fourth, it might be Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. I really liked Age of Ultron. I know some people were like, oh, it's not the first one, it's not Infinity War. But, like, I didn't mind, so I just really liked it. Ransa! Archer! Bazaka! Raida! Saber! Costa! Hold on, what am I missing? I don't know how they're gonna say assassin, actually. I haven't been paying attention. Assassin? Assassin. I'm not sure where they're gonna go with. Is it assassin or assassin? I don't know yet. This house is a boundary field that warns of intruders, so our defenses are perfect.
まあ、バーサーカーに攻め込まれたら逃げるしかないけど。
Though, if Berserker comes... our defenses are perfect? Yeah, we have Archer keeping watch, and we have the boundary field. But those are just, things to alert us to someone coming, not things to protect us. Though, if Berserker comes and attacks us, we're all pretty fucked. So we gotta run. Where are we gonna run? Where would we run to? We should probably decide on that in advance. The two are continuing on. Dash. I'm a bit annoyed. Yeah, I know, right? I was trying to get decently far today, but all we've been doing is talking about frickin' superheroes. No, it's okay. I consider visual novel half casual. Like, I know I have rules in chat for, like, casual playthrough and non-casual, but really this is half casual. All visual novels are inevitably half casual. The two are continuing on. I'm a bit annoyed. I don't have rules in chat for half casual, but it's like, just think it's both, but put together. Anyways, I'm making dinner, so why are they talking without me? First of all, Tosaka is too friendly with Saber. It's because she's playing the long game. No, I don't think Tosaka is. But you could see that. You could think that if you were smarter, but you're not. That Tosaka might be playing the long game to try to steal Saber eventually, but yeah. Yeah, probs is more serious moments we go into full hardcore. That's right. When we have this weird soul moments, we shift gears. Yeah, it's casual during moments like this, and hardcore, epic, super maze balls when we're doing fight scenes. This is my fight song. Prove that I'm right song. Progress. What's that? Well, it's true that Tosaka isn't that friendly with me, so it helps if Saber talks to her, but it's helped that she has a girlfriend. Like, girlfriend? What, Which part is Also, what do you mean Tosaka isn't friendly to you? Yeah, she's friendly to Saber only in the female way. I don't think you understand Tosaka very well. To be fair, if you did, you probably would know that she has the hots for you big time. I guess you don't understand Tosaka very well, but actually, I think you may just be Tosaka's, like, best friend ever at this point. Even if she doesn't want to admit it. I mean, maybe not Ayako. Ayako might still be number one in Rin's book, but that's hard to say because she can't share the magical world. The fact that she can share the magical world is so huge. But you just don't seem to realize because you don't understand Rin's personality. So, I find that fucking hilarious. You know what? It's like, he thinks that his best friends are his worst enemies, and he thinks that his worst enemies are his best friends. Okay, maybe not to that extreme, but he should fucking hate Shinji's guts, and Shinji clearly hates him, but he thinks of Shinji as his best friend, and yet Rin, who now isn't, he used to like Rin as, like, an idolized Rin, and thought she was great back when he didn't know the real her. Now that he's learning the real her, and she's letting her guard down, and she's actually being would be probably, I would say, friendly toward him, and to her, he might be, like, her new best friend, period, possibly, at least she wants to bone him, and yet he thinks of her as, oh, gosh, I don't like her, she's not friendly with me, I liked her better when I idolized her and didn't know the real her. It's so reversed, because he can't read people, he doesn't get it. Anyways, can't wait you progress the FSN story. Oh yeah, I'll progress eventually. Just you wait. In like 10 years. Gosh dang, Shietji. Shietji. That's right, Shietji. Anyways, we haven't seen Shietji in a while. The face reflected in the glass of the kitchen cabinet looks disappointed. That's weird. Why am I angry? You're angry because you want to be good friends with Rin and or Saber, because you want to bone Rin and or Saber. Probably and. You seem very horny for everyone. Yet you're too dense to realize that at least Rin likes you back. I don't think Saber thinks that way, at least yet. Eventually, right? But you're too dense to realize Rin likes you back. But you definitely totally like both of them. You like all of them, which is slightly a nice change of pace. It's nice to have a bit of a horny protagonist. Usually the protagonist is dense to the extent that not only do they not realize the girl likes them, but they don't really think too much about liking the girl either. But you at least like the girls, even if you don't think the girls like you, which is kind of relatable, to be honest. I mean, I know that you're the protagonist, and in media, the protagonist always gets all the ladies, inevitably. But it's true that it's kind of harder. I can understand the mindset that, oh, no, girl, I don't think this is going through your head, I think you're just dense, it's different. But I can understand the mindset of, oh, no girl would ever like me. Like, oh, is that a sign that she likes me? No way, not me. I'm a nobody. I can definitely understand and relate to that. I've been there. Like, I like this girl, but no, she wouldn't like me. Not me. I'm a nobody. She totally would like somebody else. It's always this weird thing where if you think little of yourself, but you only would maybe like girls that you like and think you would never, unless you're trying to settle, which is all kinds of uncomfortable, you would never go for girls that you don't like. You would only go for girls that you think are higher tier to some extent, because you have to like them to some extent. But if you like them to some extent, that means in your mind they're generally likable. And so if they're generally likable, they've probably already got a guy who's either they already have a boyfriend or they already like someone better probably, and so you would just never compete. It is a vicious cycle, and I completely understand it, but you really can't think like that, because even if, first of all, stop belittling yourself. You're great. You're better than you think you are. Even if you think you're great, okay, if you think you're like the best person in the world, maybe you're not better than you think you are. But in general, you are better than you think you are, I promise. And the person, girl or guy, if you are a girl, or if you're a girl who likes girls, or guy if you're, anyways, you get the idea. Whoever you like and whoever you are, the person you like is not going to be top tier waifu slash husbando material for everyone. Just because they are for you, which when you're a younger person, you don't really get that through your head. You think, oh, this is objectively the most attractive person. That's not true. It's all subjective. Different people have different tastes. So just because they're top tier for you doesn't mean they're top tier for everyone. So just because you automatically think, oh, of course, they're top tier, they already have someone or like someone better than you, that might not be true. So just try. Go for it. Try. That's advice I wish someone had told me a long time ago. Anyways, she keeps mocking that ass. A Goofy movie was a great movie. That's out of nowhere. A Goofy movie? A shame our self-impressions are very based on emotions. Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't think Shiro is thinking that way. I don't think he's thinking, there's no way she would like me. I don't think it's even registering. I don't think he's thinking about it. I don't think he thinks enough to do that. He's not really a thinker. Not the way I would say I am. I'm a bit of a thinker. I think enough to think, no, she wouldn't like me. He doesn't actually even register the idea that she might like him enough to say no. I prepare the dishes for the three of us and put the prepared dinner on the tray. I move to the living room.
まったく夕飯時に物騒な話するなよな
Jeez, don't talk about dangerous stuff during dinner time. Maybe don't talk about fighting stuff. Don't talk about anything. Personally, I don't like talking when I eat. I don't like people talking to me when I eat. Both bug me. But I know that, there's this whole thing of talk during mealtime. Talk about your day. Talk about... And I'm like, no, thank you. Let me just eat quietly and all of you shut up too, please. What? I put the tray in front of Tosaka.
何怒ってるのよシロ。料理出しぐらいは手伝うべきだった？
Huh? What are you angry about, Shiro? Oh, should I have at least helped carrying it out? Oh, here's another thing he's probably angry about. Being left out of the serious conversation, as if his input doesn't matter. I have a dirty mind, so I'm constantly thinking about sex, but more than that, there's the whole thing about the Grail War and how he's inexperienced, but he wants to pull his weight. He doesn't want, especially two women, to do everything for him. He's the man of the group after all. He should be doing things. But yeah, he doesn't want to be left out. There's probably some bit of it is based on gender roles, but even just in general, even if he's inexperienced, he wants to try to be part of the group. So the fact that they're talking about the fight as if his input doesn't matter, and that he's too experienced, he wouldn't be able to help anyways, probably bugs him, even if he can't put his finger on why. But I think I just put my finger on why. My guess is that that's roughly what was really bugging him there, even if he can't quite place why. Should I have helped carrying it out too?
別に怒ってなんかないけど遠坂慣れ合いはしないんじゃなかったのかよ
I'm not angry, but weren't you not going to be friendly? To who? To Saber? Wait, well, didn't you say that jokingly earlier? Or to you? Which part? I glare at her. Who did you not want her to be friendly to? I'm confused. To Saber because she's not your servant, or I guess. Tosaka goes, huh? And after that, probably because Rin doesn't even really think about it. Like, she doesn't even really think about her as... Like, she's not trying to be friendly. That's just how she's acting. I think, if anything, she's more being friendly with Shiro, but not quite the same way. Not really friendly, more like, Baka, I don't like you, which isn't quite friends, but, Makes a frightening smile. Because there's the jealousy. I freaking love all of her expressions.
安心なさい。別にあなたのセーバーを取ったりしないから。
We were just deciding on the structure for cooperation. Don't worry, I won't steal your saber. I think it's multi-purposed. He didn't want to be left out, but also, yeah, he doesn't want you to take saber. But I don't even think that was the heart of the matter. But I love all of her expressions. Rin's expressions are great. She's best girl based on expressions, at least. She really has been moving up for me, I think. It's because we haven't been in her head for a long time, so I can't see inside her twisted personality. Dash. I can tell my face is blushing. I can tell what I'm angry about after Tosaka tells me.
お前
You?
あら、違った？ならごめんなさいね、エミヤくん。
Oh, was I mistaken? Then I'm sorry, Emiya-kun. I love their chemistry. It's great. Interesting, I'm taking more note of when she calls him Shiro, when she calls him Emiya-kun now. It's like she normally calls him Shiro now unconsciously, but unconsciously versus subconsciously. When do you change? When she does call him Emiya-kun, she seems to do it in a mocking tone. Like, oh, you like it when I call you like this, right? So she only says it when she's mocking, as if to spite him.
勝手に言ってろ。
You just keep talking. Just keep talking and nobody'll have to explode. My penis won't have to explode. With the ejaculation. With the sperm. Fate sperm night. I retreat to the kitchen to get the rest of the food. Ugh, she really got me. You really got-it. Tosaka is still smiling and Saber is expressionless as always. Man, I'm really worrying about whether we can continue with this member. You know you like it. That's why. Maybe you're scared. Are you scared too? You're also scared? But you haven't really thought like that. I think Rin is the one who's thinking about that because she considers the Grail War more personal. She's had more time to think about it. In fact, hell, that's everything to her practically. But you, I don't think about it as much. You don't even process. Like, to you, the Grail War is all secondary, it seems. So even if you did have the hots for Rin, you wouldn't even think it was an obstacle the Grail War was in the way of that. It wouldn't even register, I doubt. In that way, dinner starts. Dash. I'm silent. With what happened earlier, it annoys me to talk to Tosaka, and I'm too embarrassed to even look at Saber. Ellipses. So, do you have the hots more for Saber at this point? It's interesting, because you want to be close to Saber, but it seems Rin's talking more casually with Saber. It's hard to say. I feel like it's both, but in different ways. You want to bang both of them, clearly. I'm not sure if you have an obvious preference yet. I mean, the way you've talked about both of them, it's like, I think it's Saber. Because it's like you used to really like Rin, you idolized her, but now that she's let down her guard and you're seeing the real her, it's almost like you don't like her. But you do like her, but you don't like her. It's one of those, oh, I love you, but I hate you, but I love you. And I love that I hate you, but I hate that I love you, but oh. Whereas with Saber, it's just that, oh, she has that hot golden hair, which I'm calling golden and not blonde to talk her up a bit. Saber eats dinner silently. I have some really hot, dirty golden hair too. Not dirty blonde, just dirty golden, definitely. Baka, idiot. My hair is pretty brown at this point, I would say. It's like, when I was born, it was blonde, and then it was like dirty-ish blonde, and over time, it's just become more and more, it's just plain brown. My facial hair is still kind of blonde, dirty blonde, I would say. But the regular hair of my regular hair is pretty brown at this point. I think there's still some traces of blonde, but it's like very brown, only a little blonde. Anyways, Saber eats dinner silently. Her gestures are elegant, and I can't possibly imagine she was swinging around a sword. And, well, how should I put this? Is that how she's reacting to the food? She nods every time she eats something she hasn't eaten before. Well, that's one kind of affirmation. That's better than nothing. Her gestures are strange. Doctor Strange, let's go back to talking about... No. It must be her way of expressing that it's good. By the way, she's able to use the chopsticks. I say to myself, who are you telling this to? I guess you're telling it to yourself. By the way, I forgot to mention, self, she can use chopsticks. Gotta remember this for later. We can do some kinky things with those. On the other hand, Tosaka is...
よし、これなら勝った。
Alright, I'll win! Wait, which part? Win which part? Win the Grail War because now you have Saber on your side? Only until we beat Berserker, though, right? Are you so confident you'll win afterwards? Have you forgotten that you said only till you beat Berserker and you've already decided internally without externalizing it that you'll actually stay on our side until the end and then take us out at the end? Or are you saying I'll win in two ways and actually saying you'll win the love triangle and get my affections? Probably more to do with the Grail War, but maybe subconsciously. I feel like you wouldn't be saying it out loud if it was to do with the Shiro Wars. It's probably more to do with the Grail Wars. Saber's true name is Steven. Maybe Stephanie. Steven, I think, would be a little odd. Well, then again, if she was pretending to be a guy. She clenches her fist after taking a bite.
明日を見てなさいよ、エミヤシロ。
Wait until tomorrow, Emiya Shiro. Well, are you talking to yourself? Like, do you think I can hear you? Are you like, wait until tomorrow, are you gonna do some sexual prank? Or what? Are you gonna train me? And you're all excited to train me? And you think that's how you're gonna win the Shiro Grail Wars? The Holy Shiro Wars? Or wait until tomorrow as, as in you're gonna make a better meal. Is that right? Like, tomorrow you'll make an even better meal and you'll super impress me? So that's so weird. It's like, so do you like the food? But you're like, oh, your food is shit, just you wait. I'll make much better food for you. You'll definitely like me more than I like you, but that means I like you if I want you to like me, right? If you realize that or not. She shakes her clenched fist. She's very competitive. She always wants, that's true, you know? That's not wrong. She always wants to be the best at everything. She's very proud as Tosaka. That is definitely a thing about her character. So I guess it makes sense, actually. Win at love, win at war, win at food. God. Kami? Have I done something bad? You stayed overnight and Lancer killed you. No, never mind. If you didn't do that, you probably never would have partnered with Rin. And then you never would have, and then Ilya may have just killed you alone. So, I don't know. No, it was really Kiritsugu's fault. You're kind of taking on the burdens of Kiritsugu's sins. So, you know, don't blame the sins of the father on the child, but, you know, tell that to another child. They're kind of petty.
あのな、さっきの話だけど。
About what you guys are talking about. What they were talking about, what if they weren't talking at all? What if nobody's talking? What if secretly, all along, this is all a dream? Hashtag Fate's Day Dream. Because I went to sleep, right? In the middle of the yard, in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, that was so awkward and should have been a big deal, but they made nothing of it. What if this is all a dream? We're about to, if this is a dream, then we can do anything, so let's just have sex right here, let's go. Yeah. Who? Which one? Both of them. High School DxD, Grail War DxD. The two both raise their heads. I did it. Hold on. Mate. Oh! Even one of them is enough to tense me up, so they shouldn't both react. Wait, what did you say?
さっきの話って何のことよ。
What are you referring to? I'm referring to the part where, about how to fight and stuff, and do things.
だから今後の方針ってやつ、人が飯作ってる時に話してただろ。
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't want to be left out. About what to do from now on. You guys were talking about it while I was cooking.
まずは他のマスターを探すということですか。
About searching for other masters for now? So yeah, when does Saber become a transfer student? Because, I mean, that's the only way she's going to be able to follow me without becoming a ghost. So that's probably going to happen. She looks the right age, right? I wouldn't have thought it when I started this game. My thought from Fate Zero is she looks college age, but in this game she definitely looks high school age, so she could probably pull it off as a transfer student. My guess is that's where it's going to go, but like, I don't know. They would have to forge documents, right? Who would set that up? Does Rin have the proper connections? I'm not sure. Kiritsugu, if he was alive, would probably be able to do it. Not that he'd want to, but in theory he'd probably be able to do it. Rin's parents would probably also be able to do it, so I don't know if Rin herself has the connections. Without the connections, it'll be kind of hard. They could always just do a lie, like not even set up any kind of paperwork and just have her there and be like, oh yeah, she's a transfer student, and hope none of the teachers notice. Dream sex is best sex because they won't say no in the middle of it. They won't say Yamate. They won't say no, don't touch me there. Or maybe you want them to say no, don't touch you there.
そうそれ。具体的にはどうするのかなって思って。
We gotta have a safe word. The safe word is banana phone. Oh, I should have made a fate pun and I didn't. The safe word is not Shinji. I think that's a great safe word. Oh, your joke about Saber's true name being Steven Strange. I didn't even catch that. I was just thinking Stephanie. The Steven thing didn't even make sense. Oh, we're making comic jokes again. I understand.
どうするも何も地道に探すしかないでしょ。
Well, we can only look for them slowly. Oh, did he say about how we're gonna look for people? Yeah, I was wondering how exactly are we gonna do that?
あ、そうだ。シロ、魔術師の気配ぐらいはわかる？なら話は早いんだけど。
Oh yeah, can you at least sense other Magi's presence? It'll be easy if that's the case. I'm not so sure that he can, unfortunately. Oh hey there, Tom's Tom. You're kind of late. We're pretty close to finishing today, I'd say, but it's at least nice to have you here for a few minutes. Always change the safe word? Okay, that's rude. I mean, there are sex jokes, and then there are, like, you know, that's going a little too far, I'd say. Gosh. I mean, I don't even think I mean, okay, maybe I would make a joke like that, but you know, that's an unsafe joke. Unsafe word is Tom's Tom. Tom, you gotta be careful around Tom's Tom. They're the predator.
わからない。2年近く学校にいて、遠坂が魔術師だったなんて知らなかったんだぞ。
To be fair, didn't Rin not notice that Shiro was a Magus either? Although that's because he doesn't have any inherent magical things, right? He has to summon them, and that's why Rin didn't notice, I think. We still don't know what the second magical family Rin was talking about is, I don't think. I went to the same school as you for 2 years, and I still didn't realize you were a Magus, Tosaga.
やっぱりそうなのね。まあそれはいいわ。どうせ他の連中はみんな気配を立ってるだろうし。
Just as I
魔
thought.
術師の気配からたどる線は無理っぽいもの。
Well, that's fine. The others would be hiding their presence, so it would be impossible to find them from their traces anyways. So what's the plan? Of course I have a dirty mind. Gosh. It's like, you know, it's fitting. My dirty blonde hair, it's all part of the universe's plan. The dirtier my blonde hair gets, the dirtier my mind gets. The hair is infecting my brain with its dirtiness. And that's why, since my hair is all brown now, practically, super dirty blonde, super dirty mind. It's like an analogy for life.
セイバーはどう？サーバントはサーバントを感知できるって言うけど。
How about you, Saber? I hear servants can detect other servants. Oh, don't you go washing my mind. Frickin', like, you know, I like my dirty mind the way it is, thank you very much. The Earth King has invited you to take Lake. Oh, that's an Avatar reference. Wait, what does that have to do with it? Oh, I get it. I understood. I had to do a couple of mind loops, but I understand the joke now. I understand. That was just vague enough.
多少はできますが、あくまで身近で能力を行使している場合だけです。私では半径200メートルほどしか捉えられません。
I can somewhat, but I'm not, you know, the greatest. I'm more of an all-rounder. I'm pretty good at everything, master of none type. You know, did you see my stats? Did you check my stat spread? Only when they're using their abilities nearby. In my case, I can only detect them within a 200-meter radius.
なるほどね。じゃあますます相手の出方を待つか、どこかおかしな場所を探すしかない。マスターが何か行動すれば、その功績は残るもの。私たちはそれを探り当てるってわけ。
You know, Han, you're having a bit too much fun with Japanese pronunciations. Savanto, Seba. You and the Japanese pronunciations just get a room already. I see, then we'll have to wait for their actions to find some place where it seems strange, Stephen Strange, triggered. If a master acts, their traces should remain. So that means we're gonna try to find those. Indeed. So we're hoping other masters fight each other, and then we follow them, and then sounds like a plan. So we just gotta wait for other people to fight. People that aren't me to fight. People that aren't us to fight. Hopefully that happens before Ilya comes at us again.
つまり、街中を調べろってことか。
So you're saying we should search throughout the town? Is it time for a scavenger hunt? Oh boy! Sabanto. Ah, hey, that's true. Because there's savanto, but Japanese doesn't say the V sound a lot. They generally do just say the B sound. So it would be sabanto. That makes sense. You're correct. Bazakar. It's not bazar car. It's bazaka. There would be no zar car. They don't drive cars. Berserker does not drive cars. He doesn't have the mental fortitude for it.
いいえ、それはやめた方がいいわ。あっちも網を張ってるから、そんなことしたら一発でマスターだってバレるわよ。
They'll know that you'll know that they'll know that you'll know that they'll know that you'll know. You shouldn't do that. They'll be searching too. So that'll tell them right away that you're a master. And because they know that you're a master, you actually shouldn't know that because you know they're a master. But if they know that you're a master and you know that they're a master and they know that you're a master, well, it sucks because you're a shitty master.
とりあえずはこっちの体制が整うまでは後手に回りましょう。
For now, we should be passive because we don't have a good plan. We shouldn't take the initiative until we're prepared. Okay, at what point are we going to be prepared? Are you going to give me like a hardcore training session? Do I get to train with Archer to be a better archer because I had some archery skills?
今まで通りに生活してマスターだと悟られないこと。
Get everyone to kill each other, problem solved. No, I don't think so, because the Grail only rewards itself to someone if they think they're worthy, right? Like, it has to be an entertaining show or they won't do it. And if the winner was just a cowardly coward who hides the whole time, they probably won't do it. We gotta make some action. We gotta get some experience points, so the Grail's gonna be like, you suck. Go through life as you were and don't let them know that you're a master, which means going to school, which means Saber's gonna have to come with me, which means awkward. Or maybe not. Maybe we can get away with it as long as me and Rin are partnered. Maybe we can get away with just Archer coming with us while invisible. But is Archer feeling up to it, though? That's the thing. He's injured right now, right? I mean, as long as we have Archer with us, assuming we're still in the partnership, that's not the worst idea. But, I mean, that's if he's not injured. And we still have to have Saber kind of close on a moment's notice. So even if Saber isn't in the school, she should be very close by. Surprised they haven't brought up the whole topic of school yet, or the topic of what they're going to do about Sakura.
腕の例示は他人に見られないように隠しておくこと。
Choo Choo Train is my favorite servant. Hide the command spell so no one sees it. Oh yeah, that's why you wear long sleeves. Then again, if you wear long sleeves, that'll show that you're hiding it. So you should probably put on like foundation or whatever. Foundation, that sounds so girly. No, actors in general would use it, but
できるだけ人気のないところには行かないこと。
try not to go to desolate places.
日が落ちたらすぐに戻ってくること。
Oh god, you're giving me all my rules. Yes, mom. Come home before dark. He should have already been doing this, according to Fujimura, but, well, I guess now we've gotten 2 women to tell us to do this. 2 women trying to tell us the rules. Do I get to tell you anything, or are you gonna have to tell me anything? You probably love telling me everything, and you just enjoy it. And it's okay, you're allowed to enjoy it, but, like, you probably enjoy it.
あとは
And what else?
外出するときはサーバントを連れて行くようにしてください。アーチャーはリンの護衛ができますか？
Indeed. Please try to take your servant with you when you go outside. Can Archer guard you, Ren? Is Archer well enough?
それぐらいならできるみたいね。霊体にして待機させておくから私は大丈夫よ。
I guess he can do that
問
much.
題は
I'll have him ready in spirit form, so it should be okay. The problem is, what about Saber?
私のマスターですね。
My master. I mean, yeah, exactly. Why is some random girl following you? Transfer student, of course. Does she look European? I mean, I guess so. Honestly, like, they all look... I'm gonna be racist. All anime characters look the same race to me. To me, Rin doesn't look any more Japanese than Tosa. To be fair, I think Rin isn't supposed to be naturally Japanese. Like, she's from a line of more Germans or whatever, because, I don't know, something like that. She's in the Western-style houses, right? So I think she's descended from natives of another kind. But Shiro, I guess I could argue that Shiro looks a little more anime Japanese than Rin and Saber, but not by too much. Of course Issei made me do his work again. Why wouldn't he?
そう。ちょっと聞いてるシロ。外出するときはちゃんとセーバーを連れて行きなさいよ。人目につかないようにするのが私たちのルールだけど、中には昼間っから襲いかかってくるバカがいるかもしれない。
Right, are you listening, Shiro? Take Saber with you when you go anywhere. It's our rule to stay out of people's sight, but some idiot might attack us in the middle of the day. Uh-huh. Yeah, so I have to suddenly take this girl with me wherever I go, even into my classes. We're gonna need a transfer student strategy. If we don't have that, then gosh.
そういう時に備えて、セーバーとは一緒にいなさいよね。
Have Saber in case of things like that. Of course Shinji has blue hair, and Rin has purple hair, and Fujimura's hair is like orangish. It's kind of brown, but really it's orange. I mean, come on. It's Japanese. It's anime Japanese, like. Yeah. I mean, everybody with the same hair color is related, right? So Shinji plus Sakura plus Issei plus Lancer, they're all related. They're all in one big happy family. Oh, you just said Rin has purple hair. Haha, you made the same mistake I did. Wait, or did I make the mistake? Oh, are you pointing out the mistake I made? Did I say Rin has purple hair instead of Sakura? Did I do the fucking thing again? Where I confused Rin and Sakura? Did I do it again? Why? Why do I do that? Ah! Ah! Anyways. Are you listening, Shiro? Take Saber with you when you go anywhere. It's our rule, but have Saber with you in case of things like that.
わかった。努力はする。
Issei does not have black hair. Issei's hair is fucking blue. I've talked about this. That's blue. That's dark blue, but it's totally blue. There's nothing black about that. Maybe we just perceive color differently, because that is possible, but that's totally blue. What do you mean white hair? You guys are all crazy. Anyways, alright, I'll try. I respond without interest. You should be interested. This topic is important to you. Issei is not the little girl. Freaking, you're screwing with me. I understand what she's saying, but I'm resistant to being with Saber all the time. I feel nervous talking to Tosaka, but Saber makes me even more nervous. So it's just double nervous. I need Sakura here, not Rin, Sakura here to take the tension off me. No, it's wrong to say I'm nervous. You're giddy. You all the sexual tension. I'm just bad at talking with Saber. I'm bad at talking with people of the opposite sex that I'm interested in.
何か
What is it?
なんでもない。おかわりなら継ぐから茶碗よこせよ。
Is Nandemo Nai similar to nothing? I wonder what the real translation is, because I know Nandemo Nai. Nande would be Y. Nai is more of a negative. Is Nandemo something? Maybe. Maybe Nandemo is everything, so Nandemo Nai is nothing? I still have to look that up. Anyways, nothing. I'll give you more, so give me your bowl.
いえ結構です
No, I'm fine.
実に見事な味付けでした
It was very good, Shiro. Aw, what a cute blush. Oh, she enjoyed it. Aw, and that's so cute because she's normally so stone cold. So when she shows her emotions, it's like a defrosting ice queen sort of. Oh. And Rin's look at the side there like, maybe there is some chemistry. Dash, 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 dash. Shiro's hair is just as spiky as Ichigo's. Ichigo's hair isn't actually that spiky. Not nearly on the level of someone like Goku or Naruto. I look away before I realize. I can't even look at her normally, so how can I stay with her all the time? God, you have that much hots for her?
ああ、でもダメか。セイバーは霊体になれないんだから、学校までついてこられない。
It's no good though. Saber can't become a spirit, so she won't be able to follow you to school. So either, because of our pact, you'll have to, compensate for me with Archer, or transfer student excuse.
学校シロは学生なのですか
School? Are you a student, Shiro? Indeed. So is Rin.
そうだけど、ああ、そうか。セイバーは生徒じゃないんだから学校には入れない。
Are you that stupid?
うちで待機してもらうしかない。
That's right. Oh, Saber isn't a student, so she can't enter the school. She looks like she could be a transfer, gosh dang it. She'll just have to stay here while I go to school. It's not that simple. Don't put the Grail War on the sidelines for your personal life. Gosh dang it, personal life comes second to Grail War. Ah! No! Okay, listen, mister. You're either gonna have her there as a transfer student, or if you don't have her there, you have to explain to yourself and understand that it's because Archer has your back as well. And if you don't understand that, then you shouldn't be jumping to this first, unless you bring up the Archer thing, but you're not gonna bring that up because you're not that fucking smart. You're just putting your personal life first, and you shouldn't! You shouldn't! You'll fucking die! Gosh dang it, Shiro, stop being stupid! If you want to do something in the Grail War, then stop ignoring the fact that the Grail War is a Grail War! Ah!
学校に行かないということはできないのですか
Can't you not go to school, Shiro? Yeah, it'd be much easier if he just, said he was sick. But that would be him not doing his normal routine, which would be going against what Rid said, so it's, debatable.
できないよ。普段通り生活しろってんなら学校には行かなくちゃ。それに学校に危険はない。あれだけ人がいる場所ってのもそうはないぞ。
I can't. If you want me to live normally, I have to go to school. And there's no danger at school. That's true if you want to live normally. That's fair. There aren't many places with that many people. Yeah, but like, this is waifu wars, so there's gonna be a few waifus at the school that are secretly gonna be masters, right? So, and yeah, we gotta get our social links. We can't get our social links if we're staying home all the time.
ですが
But
大丈夫よセイバー。学校には私だっているんだから、もしもの時はフォローするわ。
all right, nice. Thank you, Ren. Thank you for bringing up the smart line of inquiry that not only are you a better master than me, so you can back me up, but also Archer will be there. So we won't necessarily need Saber, but you should be close by. That, as long as you bring that up. Okay, if you didn't bring that up though, it's not that Shiro would have brought that up. It's Ren that had to bring that up because Shiro's a fucking stoop. Too dense. He's too dense to be the main character of this Grail War. He's too dense to get through this. He's freaking having Rin at his side as a goddamn godsend. It's alright, Saber. I'll be at school too, so I'll back him up in case of emergencies. Gosh, we got a waifu Rin just so we don't, like, freaking die before the end of this Grail War.
だからもしもの時なんてないって。
I'm saying there won't be any emergencies. Don't say that without knowing. You can't see the future, unlike Saber, who actually can a little bit.
わかりました。マスターがそう言うのでしたら従います。
I understand. If Master says so, I'll obey. Oh gosh, I'm sure some people get off on that. Oh yes, that's right. I'm your master, baby. Say that. Call me that one more time. Saber nods, though she looks discontent. Okay. Next scene. Scene transition. The night wears on, and with that beat, this is waifu game. Shiro needs to go to school to collect more. I gotta catch all the waifus. Gotta catch 'em all. Waifu wars. But yeah, I think this is a good beat. And I gotta do things as it's a Friday, Monday, Friday. I can't go more than around now. So, thanks for the... Okay, say the rest. Okay, I was gonna lose my mind if you didn't say stream. Collect Neko-chan. You bet your butt I gotta collect Neko-chan. I don't know what to call this. Geez, I'm out of ideas. Gotta catch 'em all. Waifu wars. But no, really. What are we doing when frickin' Sakura, not Rin, comes back and Rin, not Sakura, is all like, what the hecky heck? Most grammatical term. Need to save Neko-chan, that's why I fight. Yeah, sounds about right. I fight for the cat girls. I mean, if it wasn't for the cat... Oh, not frickin' Rind. Rind. Gosh, dang it. Toe sucker. Neko-chan! Neko-swan! We must save Neko-chan. Neko-chan ultimate route. Anyways, yeah, so I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Fate Stay Night Blind. Toe sucker rind? Ooh. Toe sucker rind. Is that like, that feels like that's too dirty. That's too dirty. Don't you suck my toes. Then again, if Tosaka was sucking my toes, then that means we've definitely gone to at least third base. Anyways, so, yeah, I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Fate Stay Night, Gotta Catch All the Waifus Blind. This is very much turning into Grail Wars DXD. Until then, still an outro phrase. And, yeah,